And all right, there we go. All right, so again, thank you everyone and welcome. And we're certainly glad to have you as part of our training session for today on the beautiful Twin Islands of Antigua and Barbuda. My name is Norel Joseph, and I am the sales and marketing destination manager for the destination of Antigua and Barbuda, and certainly it is a pleasure to bring you updates on our Twin Islands. You'll see my contact details here, and we do also have a fantastic sales team that you can certainly reach out to depending on where you're located. We have quite a few folks who are eager to assist you with your queries on the destination. And today we have on with us two of our business development managers who are covering various parts of the United States. Renee Ambrose, she's on covering the Mid-Atlantic, and Sean Matthew, who is covering the South Central location, and they're going to share with you in the chat our various sales map and specialist course information so that you know who
Sunshine glowing on a turquoise sea. I'm swaying just for you and me. Island rhythm never leaves a trace, but it's tattooed on my soul's embrace. White sand stretch where the heart runs free. Laughter echoes on the island breeze. Steel drums playing on the moonlit trees. Moving easy, living out in fantasy. Antigua's calling so wild and free. Barbuda whispers, be here with me. Feel the vibe on the canopy. This paradise you wanna be.
All right, so that is Antigua and Barbuda in just a bit of a nutshell for you, so you could just see what the destination has to offer you and your clients. All right, for some reason, I'm not seeing the screen in the way that I would like, so I'm gonna just quit sharing for a quick second, and then I'm going to reshare so that I can see the screen in the way that I would like. And all right, there we go. Uh, Wanting the technology to work with me the way in which I would like it to. All right, perfect. There we go. All right, so there you have it, is our specialist training course for Antigua and Barbuda. So hopefully several of you are Antigua and Barbuda specialists. If you are not as yet, we certainly encourage you to complete our specialist training course, which gives you a update as well as in an overview of our Twin Island destination of Antigua and Barbuda. It's 8 modules. If you are a specialist previously, you are required to update your specialist certification, which you can do via the website antiguabarbudaspecialist.us. When you become a specialist, you have access to our rewards platform. So you sign up for our rewards platform, and that's where you register your bookings at antiguabarbudarewards.com. For each booking that you make and register with us, you earn points per room night. And you can redeem those points for bonus commission, as well in the form of gift cards, as well as for fam nights, and of course, some other incentives that we're going to be offering as we proceed with this program. In addition to that, you are able to be invited to our Black Pineapple Awards, which is, of course, an all expense paid trip to the destination. At the end of the year, we do have fam trips, which are coming up. Becoming a specialist is how you'll get invited to those fams, in addition to a whole host of other incentives that we offer. If you're not familiar with Antigua and Barbuda, we are located in the Eastern Caribbean. And so Antigua is the main island, and that's how it's pronounced, Antigua. The U is silent. And then, of course, our sister island is 28 miles northeast of Antigua. And so you will tell you a bit more about Barbuda as we get into the presentation, but it's two fantastic and phenomenal islands that you can certainly recommend to your clients with ease.
So as you know, I have a mental block.
Yes.
There's something I struggle with, and I show this once a year to show I haven't gotten any better. We frequently give away trips, as we did tonight, to the island of Antigua. But when you look at it, it looks like it's Antigua. It's spelled that way. So I can't say it right. So this is what they have to do for me. They have to sound it out for me with that, because I'm stupid. And
No, you're not.
37 years, I can't say Antigua.
Antigua.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll see you next time. I'll work on this. Antigua.
Bye.
Antigua.
Antigua.
Okay. So we just had to bring out some star power there to assist us with assisting you to better say our destination name, which is Antigua, and of course our sister island of Barbuda. All the major cruise lines do stop on our destination, and so you have access to endless number of itineraries. Generally, you'll find Antigua on the Eastern Caribbean, as well as the Southern Caribbean itineraries of the cruise lines. And so it's really a fantastic destination that you can your clients can get off the cruises and explore. What you see on your screen is just a sampling of some of those cruise lines that do stop on our destination. And not only can you sail into Antigua and Barbuda, but you can fly to Antigua and pick up a cruise and sail the Caribbean, returning to Antigua, doing a pre and post stay on our destination. We're about to modernize our cruise port area with a new cruise terminal and a number of other leisure and entertainment facilities. So that's one way to get to us. The next best way to get to Antigua is certainly by flying into the destination. A number of airlines have direct service into the destination, non-stop flights from the JFK area on American, JetBlue, and Delta, in addition to United flying nonstop from Newark. American flies to us nonstop from Charlotte. Delta flies to us nonstop from Atlanta. American also flies two daily flights nonstop into Antigua from Miami International Airport. And then, of course, Frontier offers nonstop service to us from San Juan, Puerto Rico. When you land at VC Bird International Airport, or airport code is ANU. So that's what you'll put in order to find and fly into us. We also do have a fast track program, so you can expedite your clients through immigrations and customs on arrival. It's $55 per person for the fast track. And then on the departure, you have access to our executive lounge, where you certainly want to relax in style, have access to catered meals, Wi-Fi, cocktails. There's even a beautiful outdoor deck where you can get those last bit of sun rays before you board your flight back to your home destination. And so the lounge is $65 per person. And of course, there are group prices available as well. And you can book several of these amenities or services through your preferred tour operator partner. It's available in Vacation Express, ALG, Island Destinations, Classic Vacations, and some of the others. If it's not in your preferred tour operator program, please do reach out to your BDM and ask them why, because it is available for inclusion. How many beaches do we have? Well, we have a beach for every day of the year. 365 amazing beaches, even that extra one for the leap year. So 366, in fact. And that's why we say, well, there's so many beaches. That's why we say the beach is just the beginning to everything that we offer as a destination. And we're talking about romance. Antigua and Barbuda has been lauded as the Caribbean's most romantic destination by the World Travel Awards, as well as a leading honeymoon destination within the Caribbean for many years. And so romance is certainly synonymous with the destination. It is very easy for you to get married in Antigua and Barbuda, as there is no waiting period, no residency requirement. So you can literally walk off of a plane or cruise ship and get married within 24 hours of your arrivals. All you need is to pay the applicable fee, say I do, sign your marriage certificate, and you are legally married. Now, that's just one aspect of our destination. Let's talk to you now about things you can see and do while on destination. We certainly encourage you to venture off your resort and enjoy the tours and activities that we offer on islands, such as swim with the stingrays, go kiteboarding, take a circumnavigation cruise around the island, snorkeling. There are a number of shipwrecks that you can explore as well, diving. There are lots of dive sites around the island that you can really traverse. Go zip lining, visit our animal center and the donkey sanctuary. Definitely rent ATVs, go off trail. There are hiking trails you can explore, bike tours, Segway tours, horseback riding. Lots for you to see and do unless you just want to lay by the pool or the beach and absolutely do nothing. Swim with the pigs is another fun activity that you can participate in on destination as well. The tour is called Pigs in Paradise. So certainly I recommend that for your clients. If you have clients who are interested in pickleball, there are a number of our resorts that offer pickleball courts that they can certainly have a game on any of those courts as well as tennis. So certainly pickleball has become the latest craze around the United States. And so we do offer that on destination. We also have two golf courses on island as well. So if you'd love to get a round of golfing, you can do so at either of our two golf courses. And we want you to certainly learn about the heritage and culture of the destination. The Nelson's Dockyard, English Harbor area is one such place to do so, where we have our UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is also called Shirley Heights. And that is where you head up for a sunset barbecue party on Thursdays and Sundays. The big party, however, is on a Sunday evening, and they do a scaled down version on a Thursday as well. But it is the Caribbean's longest running sunset barbecue party, happening on destination for over 40 years here at Shirley Heights, where you have some breathtaking sunsets that you can enjoy from the vantage point of Shirley Heights. A number of events and activities take place on island as well. The sailing week is a fun activity for all ages, and so we certainly encourage you to come down. We're just about to wrap up the end of our sailing season with that big event called the Antigua Sailing Week, which is the last week of April, going into that first weekend of May. And then, of course, we have a number of fishing and sports fishing events that take place on island as well. And so you can come down for that. Turtle watching is another fun activity that you and your clients can participate in. And like I mentioned earlier, please, folks, can you please get off of your all-inclusive resort and go try some of the local cuisine on destination? Not that you're not getting local cuisine on your resort, but if you really want to get that authentic Antiguan and West Indian cuisine, you're going to find that in that hole in the wall, as well as that street food vendor or that beach bar down the way. So certainly, um, have at it as it relates to our cuisine on destination, whether it's the locally made English Harbor rum, the Antigua black pineapple, the Barbuda spiny lobster, and a number of fresh fruits and vegetables that you can enjoy. Carnival is a great time to be on the destination. It's a celebration of our emancipation, and so you'll really get an opportunity to enjoy the destination's culture and heritage in all of its splendor during that week of Carnival, which is that last week of July, going into the first Monday and Tuesday of August every year. And Independence Day for us is November 1st. And so you'll be able to enjoy some of that same heritage and culture during Independence Day. We do a big food fair on that November 1st as well. right, fun, food, festival, culture. You can find it all in Antigua and Barbuda. All right, let's talk to you now about where you can stay on our destination. And we're talking about resorts that are ideal for adults, couples, for families, for groups, meeting and incentive trips, as well as a wide cadre of villas and cottages for you to choose from. We have the most boutique style resorts of any destination, and certainly an amazing cadre of luxury boutique style properties as well for you and your clients to choose from. And we're going to start you off in Barbuda. Remember, you first come to Antigua, you fly into Antigua, and then you take either a helicopter or a plane over to Barbuda. That's 15 minutes by air, as well as a boat, either the ferry or the catamarans that offer you the Barbuda Island tour. That's an hour and a half by boat, 90 minutes by boat to get you from Antigua over to Barbuda. We recently opened an international airport on the sister island of Barbuda, so that's now beginning to welcome larger aircraft over to the island. And so you're seeing increased flight capacity between both Antigua and Barbuda. When you head over to Barbuda, you certainly want to enjoy the pink sand beach, the frigate bird sanctuary, the Barbuda National Lagoon. It's absolutely ideal for your nature lovers and bird watchers. I mentioned earlier the Barbuda spiny lobster is absolutely delicious. Barbuda is where you go to disconnect from the rest of the world. It only 1,500 people live on Barbuda. And so you head over to Barbuda to enjoy the Nobu cuisine. We have the only Nobu restaurant in the Eastern Caribbean, and that is the sister island of Barbuda. It's located on Princess Diana Beach. And to accompany the Nobu restaurant already on island, they're currently constructing the Nobu Beach Resort on Barbuda, and that is expected to open next year during the winter season. And so you just see some renderings of what the property is expected to look like upon completion. Until then, we currently have the Barbuda Belle Resort, which is a family-friendly, all-inclusive resort. Just about six amazing bungalows, even a two-bedroom villa is also available here at the Barbuda Belle, and only accessible by boat. So again, it's really where you go to just disconnect from the rest of the world. The Barbuda Belle is a member of SLH, Small Luxury Hotels. And as you can see here, it is well appointed, absolutely beautiful property, and you can absolutely recommend this to your clients. Also on Barbuda, some other charming smaller boutique properties, such as the Barbuda Cottages. These units are all on raised platforms, so no matter where you are, you get an amazing view of the ocean from these rooms. And again, the Barbuda Cottages, just about 6 units here at this particular property. Right next door to it is Uncle Roddy's. It probably is the best restaurant. Yes, the Nobu is great, but Uncle Roddy's is where you go for that amazing local cuisine and that oversized Barbuda spiny lobster. You know, that big lobster that just fills up 2 plates, because of how large it is. This is a video that we shot about 2 years ago when we had one ferry and just two flights. Certainly, we've increased since then, but I really still like to show this video because it just really highlights that beautiful pink sand that's there. And the gist of the video is, again, Barbuda is where you go to disconnect from the rest of the world. It is absolutely a boutique style destination, and so we don't believe in mass tourism on Antigua, and we definitely don't believe in mass tourism for Barbuda. And so we say, come to Barbuda, but come in small numbers, come in twos and threes and fours, not in tens and twenties, because we certainly do want to preserve the natural beauty of Barbuda for future generations. All right, so we're continuing with our destination accommodations. And so we're going to jump into now our family-friendly resorts. And we're bringing you a little bit closer to Antigua. This is a small private island just off the north coast of mainland Antigua. It's called Long Island, and that is where you're going to find Jumbi Bay Island Resort. Now, Jumbi Bay Island Resort is your five-star creme de la creme luxury type property. You know, that's where the glamorous and certainly the rich and lifestyles of the rich and famous was filmed. Robin Leach, if you're familiar with that show. You go to Jumbi Bay via a luxury ferry ride from the north coast of the island, which is just about a 7 to 10 minute ride. They have a collection of luxury villas and homes to choose from, several of which are part of a rental pool. You know, the most notable of names, such as Oprah and so on, has owned homes here on Jumbi Bay Island Resort. And then there is a small boutique resort, Jumbi Bay Island Resort, that your clients can absolutely relax and enjoy. This magnificent architecture and luxurious type product on our mainland, well, just off the north coast of our mainland of Antigua. So this is Jumbi Bay Island Resort. And they also now have a small luxury hotel restaurant, a high-end restaurant called The Hut at Little Jumbi, just located off the between mainland Antigua and Jumbi Bay Island Resort. So if for your clients who are looking for a dining experience, no matter which property they're staying at, they can enjoy this public restaurant, which is called The Hut at Little Jumbi. Bringing you now to mainland Antigua, we have Hodges Bay Resort and Spa, a family-friendly EP property. So they do not have an all-inclusive. So this is certainly a European plan property. Two fantastic restaurants and a third dining experience as well available here at Hodges Bay. They have a collection of villas and townhouses, followed by a number of resort rooms, which are either partial ocean or garden view. And again, this is Hodges Bay Resort and Spa, just about 5 minutes away from the airport. So very, very close proximity to VC Bird. So yeah, certainly no long transfers from your airport to this resort. Then we also have Blue Waters Resort and Spa, another family-friendly resort. Just about 100 rooms here at Blue Waters, set among 17 lush acres, and in addition to about 3 or 4 dining options and villas and cottages to choose from. This is one bedroom of their 3 bedroom penthouse at the Cove Suites here at Blue Waters Resort and Spa. So certainly some amazing luxury accommodations for your clients to enjoy. The Royalton Antigua, which is on Antigua's west coast, is a family-friendly, all-inclusive property located at Deep Bay, Antigua. Just about 290 rooms here at the Royalton Antigua. And of course, at the Royalton, they are Marriott Autograph Collection Resort. And so they offer the Diamond Club, the swim out suites, and 6 beautiful over-the-water bungalows, as you see here at the Royalton Antigua. So your family-friendly, all-inclusive. However, the over-the-water bungalows, all 6 over-the-water bungalows are adults only. Tamron Hill Resorts and Villas. So a beautiful villa type product again here on the southwestern coast of Antigua. Access to 2 lovely beaches, as you can see in that small inset picture, which shows you the entire property. It is nestled among the hillside with a boardwalk that takes you from one beach to the other beach, Darkwood Beach on the right, Fry's Beach on your left. And at Tamron Hill Resort and Villas are a collection of 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedroom villas, in addition to 41 bedroom suites, several of which have jacuzzis. So again, for your clients looking for self-catering units, or would they, if they'd like to be part of the all-inclusive at this property, you do have a variety of options to consider. Carlisle Bay Resort and Spa on Antigua's southern southwestern coast, is a family-friendly, all-inclusive optional resort. Again, just about 70 to 80 rooms here at Carlisle Bay, so a very boutique luxury hotel. They're a five-star resort, a member of leading hotels of the world. And then not only do they have suites and so forth, but they also do have 2 and 3 bedroom villas or suites that your clients can enjoy. So this is just a look into one of the rooms here at Carlisle Bay Resort. Also about 4 dining options, a kids club, and a 40-seat movie theater where they put movies on for the kids in the evening so that the parents can have a dining experience all to themselves. And then, of course, if there are any big sporting events or special events, they'll put that on the big screen for everyone to enjoy. Curtain Bluff Resort and Spa is also on Antigua's south coast, just a stone's throw away from Carlisle Bay, which I just mentioned. Another five-star, family-friendly, all-inclusive resort. Absolute luxury here at Curtain Bluff. 2 fantastic beaches for you to enjoy. They're member of Relais and Chateau, Curtain Bluff Resort and Spa on Antigua's south coast. 2 lovely beaches and a number of dining options, a kids program, yoga, and tennis, and a number of activities take place here at this amazing property. St. James's Club and Villas is an all-inclusive family-friendly resort, a 4-star product for you here on the south coast of Antigua, southeastern coast of Antigua. And I know my colleagues would have shared our resort map with you in the chat. And so if you'd love to follow along, St. James's Club is on the southeastern, sorry, coast of Antigua. Dots out from a peninsula, so 2 lovely beaches for you to enjoy. And also at St. James's Club, while it is a family friendly, all inclusive, there is also an adults only section. So let's say, for instance, you have a wedding group where, there's some members of the wedding party who would rather not stay where the kids are. There is an adults only section for them as well. So everyone can meet in the middle for the wedding and then return to their own sections. And so you have beautiful rooms, twin beds or double beds and king beds in several of the rooms here at St. James's Club and Villas. They do also have a number of 2 and 3 bedroom villas as well, in addition to pickleball courts, a 24-hour coffee shop, etc. So St. James's Club and Villas on Antigua's southeastern coast. Jolly Beach Resort and Spa is the final family-friendly resort I will show to you today, and this is located on Antigua's southwestern coast. And you see here a very aerial image of Jolly Beach, which is 1 mile of white powdery sand here in Antigua. Jolly Beach is what we like to call our cheap and cheerful. This is for your clients who say, I have a very small budget, but I want an amazing beach, great service, good food. I don't care what the room looks like because I'm not spending time in the room. I'm there to explore and enjoy the destination. Jolly Beach is the absolute ideal option for them. That is where they currently offer a $299 per room per night all-inclusive rate. So again, for your clients who say they're on a budget, but they want to enjoy one of the best beaches in Antigua and certainly in the Caribbean, 1 mile of white powdery sand here at Jolly Beach. Just about 300 rooms here at this property. And and this is again Jolly Beach Resort and right, so we're transitioning now from our family friendly to our adults only properties on destination. And I start off with Coco's Hotel. So I just showed you Jolly Beach, which is that 1 mile of white powdery sand. Coco's sits right at the very edge of that 1 mile of white powdery sand. So on the left side of your screen, that is the end of that 1 mile beach. which of course stretches for another mile from this vantage point. And then you have the property in the middle. And then on the right side of your screen is Valley Church Beach. So two lovely beaches here at this amazing adults only all-inclusive resort. Just about 40 rooms here at Coco's Hotel. Coco's is again very minimalist in its decor and design. No TVs in the room. So remember to note that for your clients. As you know, if communication breaks down, there's nothing to distract them. But if they do have, if they absolutely must be connected, then there's really good Wi-Fi. So they can stream to their devices. Also, no soaking tubs, all outdoor showers here at Coco's Hotel. But why would you need a television when this is the view from your hillside pool suite here at Coco's? Adults only, all inclusive, just about 40 rooms here at this breathtaking property. Look at that sunset. That's almost what you're looking at right now in Antigua as the sun sets on destination. The sister property to Coco's is Kiona Beach Resort. So Coco's is on the hillside, Kiona is on the flat surface of the beach. And so that's what you see here, Kiona Beach Resort. Also, you can see all the rooms are facing the ocean, and every single one of them have a plunge pool. The same concept of Coco's, no TVs in the rooms, no soaking tubs, all outdoor showers, but you certainly do have your plunge pools with every single room. And Kiona went the extra step. Not that you had to do this anywhere in Antigua, which is get up at the crack of dawn to go reserve your beach chair by putting your book down and your beach towel down. You don't have to do that anywhere in Antigua, but Kiona went the extra step of putting a Bali bed on the beach with your room number on it. So if you ever wake up um, with someone in your Bali bed, it's probably because they had one too many rum punches and just decided to lay wherever they'd love to. And I tell you this much, I have actually slept in one of these Bali beds overnight here in Antigua at Kiona Beach Resort. It is absolutely comfortable. I fell asleep to the rolling waves on the shoreline and the chirping of the tree frogs, and it's absolutely, an amazing experience. So this is Kiona Beach Resort. Just about 40 rooms here at this property on Antigua's southwestern coast. This beach is actually called Turner's Beach. The water there is crystal clear, so clear that if you didn't have a pedicure, I'd see it through the ocean. Hermitage Bay is another fantastic adults only all-inclusive property. Just about 30 rooms here at Hermitage Bay. So again, another boutique style luxury resort for adults, all-inclusive, five-star elegance and service here. And they've just undergone some renovations. So let me go back one slide. This is what the resort looked like. That dark wood nestled among the hillside. They've gotten rid of all of that dark wood and now it's light, bright, and airy. So, very, very beautiful in terms of the recent renovations that they just underwent here at this property at Hermitage Bay. And Hermitage Bay as well is a member of SLH, Small Luxury Hotels, adults only, five-star, all-inclusive resort on Antigua's West Coast, Hermitage Bay. Next up is the Royalton Chic Antigua, and that is located on the northwestern coast of Antigua on Dickinson Bay. So, if you're familiar with Antigua, that is right next to Sandoz Grand Antigua. And the Royalton Chic is a partial new build, just opened less than a year ago on the northwestern coast of Antigua. 235 rooms here at the Royalton Chic Antigua. And they also do have some swim out suites in addition to some presidential suites and 8 over the water suites. Now at the Royalton, You have the live DJ at the pool, the foam parties by the pool, the silent DJ in the evenings, the shows with the dancers and everything. Every evening, some form of entertainment going on throughout this property throughout the day. So it is where you send your clients to who are looking for something upbeat and with a bit of more of a live and exuberant experience. And so you find that here at the Royalton Chic Antigua, where they say party your way. And as I mentioned, 8 over-the-water bungalows here at the Royalton Chic Antigua. Hammock Cove is another five-star adults only all-inclusive resort located on Antigua's northeastern coast. 40, well, soon to be 50 suites here at Hammock Cove as they're adding some additional suites because they are always sold out. And so they decided to add 10 additional suites to complement their room stock. And so they're going to be getting up to 50 rooms within the next month or so. And this is where, for your clients who are looking for that elegance and butler service included as well, 40 soon to be 50 suites, all with plunge pools, and as the name suggests, a hammock located as well on each of the verandas of these units. A lovely dining experience. They also have a Michelin star chef creating culinary experiences. So, where else in the Caribbean can you find an all-inclusive resort with a Michelin star chef? We do not have those run-of-the-mill type all-inclusive properties that you may find in other locations. Our all-inclusive product is certainly top-notch, where you're getting absolutely great value for the the money being spent, and certainly top-notch elegance and service as it relates to every single property. And look at that bathroom here at Hammock Cove. We've had fam trips in the past, and uh, we've been able to fit upwards of 12, 15 advisors in these showers, all clothed. However, I just would want to mention that, but it just goes to show you the space that is here in some of these amazing bathrooms here at Hammock Cove, adults only, all-inclusive five-star resort. Next up is the sister property to Hammock Cove, Galley Bay, another five-star adults only all-inclusive resort on the west coast of Antigua, where you'll have access to amazing beach, stretches for about 3/4 of a mile, Galley Bay. And so really beautiful beach. 90% of their rooms are right on the beach, those red roofs that you see there. So you can open up your sliding doors and walk right out. And then they have some Gogon suites, which are lagoon facing. So those suites with the gray roofs closer to the lagoon side, the top of your screen, those are the Gogon suites. I'll show you that in a minute. But you open up your sliding door here and take 2, 3 steps, and you're right on the beautiful Galley Bay. White powdery sand, very calm waters on Antigua's west coast, and an amazing sunset from this vantage point as well. So, and these are the Gogon suites here. So it provides a little bit more privacy, especially for your honeymooners or couples who certainly would love to have that, in addition to your own plunge pool. And you're not a far walk from the beach, in about 150 to 200 yards away from the beach. So here you are with Galley Bay Resort and Spa. Veranda Resort and Spa is another adults only all-inclusive resort. It used to be a family-friendly property a few years ago. They closed, renovated, and then now an adults only all-inclusive located on the northeastern side, so just across the bay from Hammock Cove. Its sister property, Hammock Cove, is the five-star. Veranda is your more solid 3.5-star property located on the northeastern coast of Antigua. Beautiful, beautiful product here. 180 rooms, about 4 dining options, 2 fantastic beaches to choose from, and several rooms with, certainly offers you amazing vantage point. It's nestled among a hillside, so you have amazing ocean views no matter where you are in certain categories of this room product. Pineapple Beach Club is the sister property to the Veranda. They are directly across the street from the Veranda Resort and Spa. So you can have access between both properties. The guests from both properties can, there's exchange privileges between both. So the Veranda has four restaurants, Pineapple has another four restaurants. So between both properties, you have eight dining options that your clients can enjoy throughout the duration of their stay. And the Pineapple has a beautiful beach called Long Bay, which you see here. They're undergoing some renovations currently, and so you can see what some of the newer rooms will look like. But it's certainly a solid three-star product on destination. Very laid back in its decor and design, but still elegant, as you can see here. It is where, again, for your clients who may have a moderate budget, looking for a fantastic beach, great food, and certainly top-notch service as it relates to an all-inclusive, you certainly can find that here at Pineapple Beach Club, which is currently undergoing some renovations on some of their room categories. So beautiful, beautiful Pineapple Beach Club here. I mentioned earlier Sandals Grand Antigua, where they say love is all you need. This is one of our largest properties on destination at about 373 rooms here at Sandals Grand Antigua. It sits on Dickinson Bay, so just down the beach from the Royalton Chic, which I just showed you earlier. This beach stretches for almost a mile as well, white powdery sand. And Sandals has two resorts. So you have the Caribbean Grove, which is on the top half of your screen. And then where you see that pool, those high-rise buildings towards the back of that are the Mediterranean Village. There are two towers, the Almond Tower and the Cypress Tower. One is a five-story building, the other is a seven-story building. You have about 11 dining options here at Sandals Grand Antigua. And so I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Sandals product and certainly the amenities that they provide. They have endless options in terms of room categories. This is one of their Romeo and Juliet plunge pool sanctuary rooms, which are located right next to the beach with your own plunge pools, etc. And then if you wanted to, you just open up your private gate and walk a few steps out to Dickinson Bay, that white powdery sand. So Sandals Grand Antigua, which for over 20 years has been voted the Caribbean's most romantic destination, though, and actually, let me correct myself, not just the Caribbean's most romantic destination. Sandals Grand Antigua for over 20 years has been voted the world's most romantic resort by the World Travel Award. So I can say we have the best sandals of all destinations. And just some more options here in terms of what the rooms look like. These are some on the Caribbean side, the Caribbean Grove. So you get that more authentic dark wood Caribbean feel, nestled among the lush gardens here. And of course, the roundavals, where they say they chase each other around the room, whatever they do in those rooms. Fun, fun, fun. Sandals Grand Antigua. Hawksbill Resort. Hawksbill Resort is located on Antigua's west coast. Four lovely beaches at this property. At the top of the screen, that last beach at the very top right of your screen, that is called Eden Beach. Eden, yes, the Garden of Eden. So that means there is a gate that you must cross, and then you must derobe, disrobe. You must remove your clothing, as it is a nude beach. For your exhibitionists, and certainly for those who are looking for that type of experience, they can have that here at Eden Beach. But back to the resort, Hawksbill is just about 100 rooms, recently renovated several of their rooms as well. Some of them are right on the beach as they open up, and they then added a short high rise, just about a 2 or 3 story building. So you have some amazing vantage points of the beach from some of those rooms as well. Again, another moderately priced option for your clients who are looking for a great Caribbean experience, authentic Caribbean experience here in Antigua. Hawksbill Resort on Antigua's west coast. The inn at English Harbor is located in the Nelson's Dockyard area. So right within that World UNESCO Heritage Site, right within that hub of sailing and other yachting type activity, which takes place on the destination. You'll find the inn at English Harbor, a charming boutique luxury hotel, just about 23 rooms here at the inn at English Harbor, and still serving afternoon tea, very popular with the Europeans, which still venture into our destination and certainly visit one of these properties. Really plush robes, bidets in the bathrooms, etc. So the Inn at English Harbor, it also is a member of SLH, Small Luxury Hotels, the Inn at English Harbor in Antigua's south coast. The Escape at Nonsuch Bay is an adults only, all inclusive. What you're looking at here is the front desk. That is the front desk of the inn of the Escape at Nonsuch Bay. This is an old driftwood that fell during a storm several years ago, and they just added that top plate towards it, and that is the view that your clients see as soon as they step off their taxi and onto the walkway. This is the view that they see when they enter the property here at the Escape at Nonsuch Bay, an adults only, all inclusive resort, just about 40 rooms here at the Escape at Nonsuch Bay. Every single room has a plunge pool. There is no direct beachfront access at this property. You would utilize the beach at their nearby Nonsuch Bay Resort, which is on the other side of the peninsula for this property. But again, every single room has a plunge pool, and it's a very Instagrammable resort. The floating charcuterie board or sushi on the plunge pool, and of course you see a soaking tub with every single room as well. Ocean Point Resort, which is located on Antigua's north coast, is another moderately priced, adults only, all inclusive resort, very Italian type in terms of its cuisine and certainly the amenities that they offer here. For your clients who are traveling on a moderate budget, this is a great option on the north coast of Antigua, just about 7 minutes away from the VC Bird International Airport. Ocean Point Resort, Antigua. Look at that view overlooking the northern side of destination Antigua. And finally, this afternoon, this evening, we have Coco Bay Resort and Spa, sister property to the Escape at Nonsuch, as well as Nonsuch Bay Resort. This property, just about 60 rooms here at Coco Bay Resort. Several rooms with plunge pools, soaking tubs. You can open everything up and enjoy the fresh air, or close everything up and turn your AC unit on. And this is again another property which has several Instagrammable locations with, of course, the infinity edge pools, etc. And also next door to it is a restaurant called Share Rocks. Share Rocks, Sheer Rocks Restaurant, which has been ranked as the best restaurant in the Caribbean for 3 years consecutively by USA in its 10 Best Awards. 10 Best Awards USA Today has ranked Share Rocks Antigua as the best restaurant in the Caribbean for 3 years consecutively. It is open to the public, so no matter which resort you're staying at, whether you're staying at nearby Tamarind Hills, Cocos, Coco Bay, or Kiona Beach Resort, Cala Bay, etc., Jolly Beach, Antigua, all within close proximity to this restaurant. Your clients can then go and enjoy the amazing sunsets, cocktails, and cuisine here at Share Rocks Antigua, located next door to Coco Bay Resort and Spa. And just a bit about villas, Nonsuch Bay, which I mentioned just briefly a few minutes ago, which is next door to the Escape at Nonsuch Bay. So the Escape at Nonsuch Bay is the adults only, all inclusive. Nonsuch Bay are self-catering units. So this is not a resort. These are all self-catering villas, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom, and I think one 5 bedroom villa of various scale, dimensions, and luxury as well here at Nonsuch Bay Residences, all self-catering units. And this beach is where your clients would enjoy. And you can book every single of these properties that I just highlighted via your preferred tour operator partner, or certainly you can book all of our resorts direct, several of which certainly do pay commission for your direct bookings. And as I mentioned, these are all the partners that do carry resorts on destination. It's not an exhaustive list. There's several others as well, but certainly you can see that we do have quite a varied list of tour operators and wholesalers. I will say, however, that you'll mostly find that American Airline Vacations and ALG, whether it's through Travel Impressions, FunJet, as well as price agencies, by far would have the most resorts listed in their programs. American Airline Vacations, Apple Leisure Group, which is through Travel Impressions or FunJet, and price agencies by far would have the most resorts listed on the destination. Okay, what's coming new to Antigua and Barbuda as we wrap up the presentation this evening? Moongate Resort. So I showed earlier Coco Bay, the Escape at Nonsuch Bay. This is a sister property to those three resorts. Moongate Resort opening up later on this year, hopefully at the end of the year, should construction be fully completed. Just about 40 rooms to start here. It is going to be almost a replica of the Escape at Nonsuch Bay, which I showed earlier. However, this will be at Half Moon Bay Resort, Half Moon Bay, Antigua, which is on the east coast of the destination. It's going to be an adults only, all inclusive with penthouse. This is a penthouse view of that beautiful beach, which has been ranked best beach in the world by Condé Nast Traveler, CNN Travel, and even Travel and Leisure. So Moongate Resort, adults only, all-inclusive property located on the East Coast, opening up later on this year. We do have some additional product coming to the destination. I mentioned earlier the Nobu Resort for Barbuda. That's under construction currently. Also announced for Barbuda is the Rosewood Resort Barbuda. So that's a recent announcement last year. Silver Sands also announced a resort for Barbuda. And then on next door to the Moongate Resort, which I just showed, is soon come the one and only resort that is to start construction later on this year. And Marriott is also building a resort on the west coast of Antigua and at Jolly Beach, that 1 mile of white powdery sand, which I showed midway through the presentation, is the Nikki Beach Resort in Antigua. So our business development managers, sales team will certainly keep you abreast of the development of all of these amazing product coming to the destination. There's several others, but we'll certainly begin to mention those once, the ink dries on the dotted line.
You might have heard of Antigua, but let me tell you, Barbuda is where it's at. We got coral reefs and one of the biggest bird sanctuaries in the Western Hemisphere.
Barbuda? Really? We got Nelson's Dockyard, English Harbor, and we got the party. Yeah! There is more people here than on your entire island.
Exactly, man. You come to Barbuda, you get whole beaches to yourself, and not just beaches, pink sand beaches.
Pink sand? I'll take swimming with stingrays.
I'd rather be liming here, man. This rum punch, don't miss.
You know what else don't miss? Share Rocks, winner of Best Restaurant in the Caribbean.
3 times.
Well, trust me, people said our lobsters are pretty good too.
This lobster.
These waves!
These fans.
Antigua!
Gotta be Barbuda.
Valley Church Beach!
Oh, really?
Antigua!
Come on.
Barbuda!
What? Antigua!
Nah, really?
Are you serious?
Why choose when you can have both?
So just a video there highlighting the uniqueness between both Antigua and, of course, our sister island, of Barbuda. And so we'd be very happy to answer any questions that you may have. Just our social media here for you if you'd love to follow us and get up to date on the destination, see all of those beautiful images and videos that we certainly do share on a very regular basis via our social media platforms. And then, of course, we will share with you in the chat our sales map. So if you do have any questions and you'd love to follow up, and not ask them now, but ask them later on. We certainly do have a number of BDMs who can certainly assist you with any queries that you may have about the destination. All right, so here we are.
Hello, Noel. Thank you for that information. This is a beautiful country. I will definitely be sending my people here. I'm gonna go myself to experience it so I can tell people what to expect once I get there. For those agents that would like more information, go ahead and put your email in the chat box and we'll get this information over to Noel and his team. If you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat box. It looks like his team has been answering questions. You guys have been putting things in the chat box, so that's great. And we appreciate that. Again, the presentation was awesome. I want to go to every property that you mentioned. So that was very, very well presented. Everything looked good. So I don't know if I
Thanks.
got enough money to visit every property, but I'm gonna try.
Well, we certainly would love to have you come down and visit us whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Okay, I see a lot of thank yous, emails coming in. It looks like your team did a great job again answering those questions that the agent has. Now, when you say book direct, I do have a question. When you say book direct through the property, do you guys offer a payment plan if you book direct through the property?
So each resort has its own policy. So if there's any particular resort that you'd love to reach out to regarding booking direct, we can certainly get you the appropriate sales manager's information or the reservations team information so that they can let you know what their policy is.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
And I
Okay,
just shared with everyone in the chat as well our sales map. So it's a specialist course as well as the sales map so that they're able
okay,
to their BDM depending on where they're located.
okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm still looking through the chat box. I don't see any more questions. A lot of thank yous again. So with that being said, it looks like you guys answered the questions. The presentation was great. The properties was magnificent. On behalf of our one-star platinum, Mrs. Nina Jackson Mitchell, we would like to thank you guys for taking the time to join us today. Thank you, Noel, and your team. We're going to go ahead and end this call, and you guys have a great night.
Just a second before you leave.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Someone was asking if they will be able to get a copy of the presentation. I don't know if you
Mhm.
have the email addresses for everyone who was on this call, but it would be nice if you could send that over to them.
Yes. We're gonna definitely send you the link so everybody that put their email in the chat box, you'll get that information.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Sean. And while you wrap things up, I'll just like to play this final video as
Okay,
to.
yep. Go ahead.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you guys.
Come down one by one. Oh yeah. Help me sing this song. Caribbean vacation. Come with me. Oh yeah. I need a Caribbean vacation with my feet in the sand. Antigua gives me good vibrations. That's where I belong. Come feel the warmth and touch the blue sea. Now that's you and me. Come treat yourself. Whoa. Antigua's calling people, people some an island getaway. Treat yourself the best now. Come taste the island rum. I need a Caribbean vacation with my feet in the sand. Antigua gives me good vibrations. That's where I belong. Come feel the warmth and touch the blue sea. Now that's you and me. Whoa, whoa. Follow me. No reason why your footprints shouldn't be in the sand. Antigua's your destination. Here to have some fun. When you hear the music, join up and come on down. Let's all come together and help me sing this song. I need a Caribbean vacation with my feet in the sand. Antigua gives me good vibrations. That's where I belong. Come feel the warmth and touch the blue sea. Now that's you and me. Whoa, whoa.
Forget about the worries and forget about the stress. Book a trip the Caribbean unless. Treat yourself, you deserve happiness. And this is what I suggest. Pretty white sun, feel the heat. Crystal waters, check out the beach.
I need a Caribbean vacation with my feet in the sand. Antigua gives me good vibrations. That's where I belong. Come feel the warmth and touch the blue sea. Now that's you and me. Whoa, whoa.
And it is white, don't cheat yourself. You gotta treat yourself.
Caribbean vacation.
Yeah,
Whoa.
don't beat yourself. Gotta heal yourself. Come to the Caribbean. Relax your feet to the pretty white sand. Feel the love of the people. So warm. Don't you wait?
Don't you dare wait to book Antigua and Barbuda. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.